so here we go. This is, explain it.
This shows the energetic electrical charge of the field. So this fluorescent bulb is lit up, but if you notice closely, there's what's called a longitudinal wave in the fluorescent bulb. This bulb is reflecting the wave, which is a scalar wave, a long wave, a longitudinal wave. The field is a field of, if you break it down as to what's happening at a quantum mechanical level, right? Quantum physics, there is cell reversal. The cells are going back to the original state due to the energy component. This is a healing and longevity and regeneration technology. It's called the Therify. And I've been involved with energy medicine for 43 years. This is probably the most advanced that I know of right now. So a person lies down, makes no difference what's going on. You lie down and you become the antenna, you become one with the field. And that has beneficial effects at a cellular level. There's a lot of things that happen. Some of the anecdotal testimonials, is anything from increased energy, brain fog changes. There are changes in physiology, so I can't make claims, outwardly. But you can reverse just about anything going on as you stay in the field.
And what are these things on the end on the right and left?
This is a plasma field. This is a plasma technologies. This is generating. There are 3 noble gases in these Pyrex glass tubes that are sealed. And you have one polarity at one end. So this is the female polarity because of the way these electrodes are situated. And you can see this is the male polarity. So you have a positive and negative field, which means that this is rotating a certain way from this tube. The plasma field in there, you can see the field in there. Right? Just as I as I connect we're plasmic beings. Our energy field is just plasma. The 99% of the universe is made up of plasma, and less than 1% is matter. So my energy is interacting with the plasmic field. So you have a negative pole, a positive pole, and where these two intersecting waveforms, where the trajectory of the field, they meet in the middle. And in the middle, it can be defined as 0 point energy. There's something that happens here. And it's called wave conjugation. They meet and they almost cancel each other out. But there's a phenomena that happens within the middle that puts the person in another dimensional state. We're actually accessing higher dimensional states of energy, which is where the cellular regeneration system actually originates from. Like, what happens in our cellular body is not where the original healing vital force comes from. It comes into the body. So this helps the body access a higher dimensional state of the life force or the vital force. Right? It has an effect on regenerating stem cell activity, which is, now being understood as critical and crucial to, the age reversing. But age reversing is really supporting the body to come back to its original blueprint of health. All right? So this doesn't treat disease. This technology invites a person into this bioactive field. It's an energy field that is biologically activated with sophisticated principles of electromagnetism, quantum physics, specific algorithms and frequencies that are programmed. There is a scalar generator under here, under the table, that is connected with this generator. So this generates scalar energy, and the combination, it's brilliant the way this came together with Paul Harris is the engineer, Dan Winter, who's probably one of the, the leading authorities on sacred geometry and the practical application of sacred geometry in today's world. And they've come together to create technologies for the new world going forward. This is the healing technology. They have agricultural technologies that can help structure water. So if I put a jug of water in between here, it would structure the water. And structured water becomes electrostatically charged they've shown in their research of over 44% greater. So there's more electrostatically charged, there are more healthier ions in that water. That water becomes a healthier medium for how it can purify and work in our body. Most of the water supply in this world, including the water within our bodies, is toxic. So one of the key components of this technology is the body starts to detoxify, right? It starts to let go of electromagnetic toxicity, environmental toxicity, the toxicity that our bodies create internally from the lifestyle, right? So that's where I said it makes no difference really what's going on with the person. You can put children on here, you can put animals in here, you can put water in here, and the principle that's at work will operate in the same way and have the same effect. Right? The effect is on the body, on the human being, is healing and regeneration.
And when you pull that away from it, it just...
So this demonstrates the power of the field and that there is something going on, but it also just the periphery of the field. I mean, here the light is still...
It's still
so
on.
the field is still in effect, right? And the principles are the principles of what's called the unified field theory, which means the body... Here's a simple way of understanding this. When a person lies down in here, the person's physiology, even the psychic state, because people lying here, they get off and they just say, wow, I feel clearer, I'm at ease. I got on a table with anxiety, I don't feel anxiety. I got on the table with brain fog, I don't feel brain fog. I got on the table with this, I'm coming off the table with that. And it's not just one session, it's exposing the body to the regenerative principles and properties of the field. But the field reorganizes the human being. It reorganizes ourselves. We go from disorganization, from entropy, into negentropy, neogentropy. That's a term that's used in this technology, and they didn't start it. I think that was a Russian research that started, where they've done a lot of research with all these technologies, right? Because Russia was never restricted by pharmaceutical companies. So that's one reason they've done most of the research in new quantum age technologies, right? They're not restricted, so much from the early part of the 19th century up until now has been laying the groundwork for what you see in front of you right now, but this is manufactured here in the States and also in Canada, Vancouver. That's where Paul Harris, the engineer behind the brains behind this, like I said, then Dan Winter. So this demonstrates a person is in the field and they're not, because a person could lie down, it's so powerful and yet it's so subtle. Everybody that lies down here feels something, but it's subtle, right? That's because of the property of the wave and the plasma field itself. The person becomes one with the frequencies and the properties, the healing and regenerative properties that are being propagated and being radiated through these two plasma tubes. All right, makes some sense?
Mm-hmm. All right, thanks for the info.
It's a simple explanation.
What do you think happened to that guy who got the vaccine, lit up a light bulb?
That's interesting because it shows you that there's something conducting an electrostatic charge at the site of the vaccine. That's what started this whole conversation.
Right.
Right? So he took a light bulb and he put it on where he was vaxxed and it lit up. Now, unless he had, it looked real because he unscrewed the light bulb, he took it down, And, you know, you got to trust the video that it wasn't a bogus light bulb that you turn on and off without a charge, you know. So he put it there, which displays that there's something in his arm that's conducting all the electromagnetic charge of the mitochondria, or what's happening cellularly, because we have tremendous voltage in all of our cells, right? It's just organized in a certain way, okay? But something is conducting all of that voltage from a cellular level to light up a light bulb that is there post-vax, that wasn't there pre-vax. So the question is, what is it?
What is in there?
All right, and we're getting some answers of what it is.
Interesting. Thanks a lot.